Hello students. So today we are starting with nervous system, which is actually in unit 3 of this particular um, paper. So in this we will directly start off with nerve net in Hydra. So Hydra we have come across several times. This is from the phylum Sedenterata, and it is diploblastic and it has got two layers. One is an outer part which is called as an epidermis, and the other one is a gastrodermis. So these are the two layers. Now it has got nerve cells in the epidermis. It has got nerve cells here. But these nerve cells are different from what you may have earlier studied. So in this case the nerve cell is so here you have the cytoplasm, and that is the nucleus. And these are the dendrites. So in this type of a nerve cell, there is no axon you can see. So impulses can enter and exit using the same dendrites. So essentially it is a kind of apolar nerve cell. Essentially, it's a kind of apolar nerve cell. Now, all these kinds of nerve cells, they are found on Hydra. So suppose this is now suppose this is Hydra. So there will be cells. These are represented as nerve cells. And these are connected like this because they are lying close to each other. Through their dendrites, they get interconnected in this manner. Remember that we are showing the ectoderm over here, largely the ectoderm, because, or the epidermis. So in the epidermis there are nerve cells, and these nerve cells are being shown over here. So this is showing nerve net in Hydra. Diagram showing nerve net in Hydra. And so when you show these dots are the nerve cells, and these are interconnected. This is showing the nerve net. It means that the entire Hydra is connected with nerves. However, in the case of Hydra, if Hydra is stimulated, the entire body responds. Unlike a reflex action. So in a reflex action, say in a human being, if my finger touches something hot accidentally, the finger and the hand, they pull apart, they pull it outside that hot part. The entire body doesn't respond. So in any kind of a reflex action, essentially the organ and that part responds. essentially. But in Hydra, if a Hydra is stimulated, the entire body responds to it. So that is one. And secondly, the oral end responds faster. The oral end responds much faster than this. So if the oral end responds, that's sufficient for it to escape, that is sufficient for it to find food, which is most important for it. And if you recollect, in the topic of nutrition, we said that it finds its food with the help of tentacles, and on the tentacles there are cnidocytes present. So these cnidocytes, they help to capture food. So we see that the Hydra in fact has got a very good digestive system, it has got a very efficient nervous system, it's got a very good reproductive system as well. So with these three systems, suppose it's able to lead life and it is able to reproduce, then whether we call it as something efficient or inefficient really doesn't matter. So the point is that the nerve net is, in comparison with other nervous systems in other organisms, not very efficient. But as I said, this terminology for the Hydra doesn't really matter.